The oldest news agency in the entire world is based in Paris. It's the Agence France-Presse, AFP. You've probably heard of it. It was founded all the way back in 1835, originally named after Agence Havas, after its founder. It has covered nearly 2 centuries of conflict and war. I mean, just think about 1835, right? In fact, during World War II, the Germans seized the agency to convert it into a tool for Nazi propaganda. But then shortly after D-Day, in 1944, a group of French resistance journalists recaptured the offices, sending out their first dispatch officially as AFP. And on Monday, this agency, with its storied history as a news organization driven by a mission to report, issued a truly unprecedented statement, declaring that their Palestinian journalists who are living and reporting in Gaza right now are at the risk of starvation due to Israel's blockade of food and humanitarian aid. Quote, AFP has been working with 1 freelance writer, 3 photographers, and 6 freelance videographers in the Gaza Strip since the departure of its staff journalists in early 2024. Along with a few others, they are now the only ones left to report on what is happening in Gaza. We refuse to watch them die. One of them, Bashar, has been a collaborator with AFP since 2010, first as a fixer, then as a freelance photographer, and since 2024 as the main photographer. On Saturday, July 19th, he managed to post a message on Facebook. I no longer have the strength to work for the media. My body is thin and I can't work anymore. Since February, Bashar has been living in the ruins of his home in Gaza City with his mother, 4 brothers and sisters, and the family of one of his brothers. On Sunday morning, he reported that his older brother had collapsed from hunger. Even though these journalists receive a monthly salary from AFP, there is often nothing to buy or prices are outrageously high. AFP can no longer ensure they have access to drinking water or enough fuel to allow them to travel for reporting. Alam, another journalist, survives in the south of Gaza. Every time I leave the tent to cover an event, do an interview, or document something, she says, I don't know if I'll come back alive. Her biggest problem, too, she confirms, is the lack of food and water. In recent days, their short messages have shown us that they no longer have much hope, and that the courage they've shown for months while the world looked away will no longer be enough to help them survive. We may learn of their deaths at any moment, and that thought is unbearable. Since AFP's founding in 1944, we have lost journalists in conflicts, we have seen our staff wounded and imprisoned, but none of us can recall ever having a colleague die of hunger. The images you're seeing on your screen were captured by the AFP photographer Bashar Taleb. It is, of course, not just journalists. I mean, this is just one of many organizations, from NGOs to the UN to foreign governments. There were 100 orgs that signed a letter today, to Israelis protesting in the streets in Tel Aviv, we should note, screaming as loud as they can, all en masse, because we are watching a mass casualty event unfold before our eyes. According to the UN, more than 1,000 Palestinians have already been killed just seeking aid in Gaza, in a catastrophe fully engineered by the Israeli government with the U.S. backing. I mean, desperate and starving people shot and killed day after day. And now, just about every single organization functioning in Gaza, from the AFP to Doctors Without Borders, is warning that far worse is about to transpire. How can the world watch this and do nothing? How can we watch it and do nothing? I mean, every single elected politician in our government, again, the U.S. is backing this government in Israel and what it's doing. Every single politician in the Congress, the Senate, Democrat and Republican, has a morally urgent responsibility right now to pressure the Israeli government to let aid in and let aid groups distribute it immediately. This is madness. We are running out of words to describe it, and the people in Gaza are running out of time.